Hello stock traders and investors. I hope all of you survived today. Definitely had a market correction in certain sectors today that really hurt things. Today I did finish with a 0.80% gain, and you're probably asking yourself, how on earth did that happen? Well, I'm going to explain how I did it and how it was done. If you were following the top 7, unfortunately this was probably not a great day. The top 7 from yesterday had a 3.19% loss, which is below what the market did. Usually that doesn't happen, but that happened from yesterday. And month to date, if you were following along the top 7, you would have a 4.03% loss. It will turn around. I guarantee you this correction will be over soon. My year to date right now is 353.40%. And I've been able to do this with a lot of great strategies that I use. I don't ever buy a stock unless I have a strategy to back it and I have a reason to be in it. That is something you need to adopt if you haven't had success in the market. You got to get some strategies for sure. If you don't have any and you're just buying stocks because you like it, or you're buying stocks because someone on Stocktwits did a little rocket emoji and you thought, ooh, that's something I need, then you need a new strategy, definitely. Today I intraday traded and I had a lot of success with ALBO, KMDA, and LUB, and especially LUB. And I was able to finish with an 11.2% gain intraday trading today, and so that was a real success for me. That helped me out a great deal. Even though some of my stocks were way down, this helped make up that difference, definitely. I like to use Webull for my intraday trading, and the reason is because I can trade as early as 3 a.m. in the morning and as late as 7 p.m. at night. Also, they are very friendly to intraday traders, and so they have lots of great tools. And if you are looking for a powerful broker, I highly recommend that you check them out in the description down below. If you use the link, then you get a free stock when you deposit money. It's a great broker to check out. Hopefully you will enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it, and I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't believe in it. I have a few shorts that I closed. First one was FBRX. I started a short position on this today and had to intraday trade it to get out of it. Anyway, the stock turned against me once I did it. It had all of the things that I look for in a short sale. That strategy has about an 80% win rate right now. Well, this was part of the 20% that didn't win, where I covered it for 5.8% loss. But you know, it's still a good trade because I had that exit point in mind. I had that plan. My plan is if I'm going into a short, a stock turns against me and I'm losing more than 5%, I'm out, I cover, I'm done. That's it. It's an important thing to always have a plan. What am I going to do if this thing just doesn't work out? And sometimes it just doesn't. And I closed a short WWR for a 3.33% loss today. So that didn't work out either. I have some sales to report from the top 7 from yesterday. Tuesday, I sold BKR for a 3.3% loss. I really don't like oil and gas stocks. I knew better to buy this in the first place, and I just haven't had a lot of success with it. And I sold that, and FTK I sold for a 7% loss also. The reason why I don't like it is because even if there's insider activity that's extremely strong, the oil futures can be down the next day and just kill the stock anyway. So it almost doesn't matter what the insiders did. They could buy $50 billion worth of their own shares and somehow the stock would end down if the oil futures are down or if the oil prices are down for the day. And so that's why I just really don't care for oil and gas stocks. I also wanted to talk about during tough times, what I like to do is hold my cash as available. You do not have to invest 100% of your money all the time. If you always do, if you're always in stocks 100% and you don't have available cash, what are you going to do if a great deal comes along? You're not going to be able to take advantage of it. And so that is one reason why, especially in market conditions like this, I like to have plenty of cash available to take advantage of things, and also it's less exposure to the market. Today, there was a really great deal on a stock I've been watching, ZSAN. I added some on Friday, but I was able to add some more today because right at the end of market, a big dip happened and it didn't last very long, but I was able to take advantage of it because I had available cash. And so I was able to add some more in the 130s and I was just totally thrilled. And quickly that stock moved up, and then after hours is back up over 140 or right at 140. If I didn't have that money available, I wouldn't have been able to take advantage of that. So that's one thing I highly recommend that you do, especially in market conditions like this. Now, when the market's hot, I'm in 100% when it's really rolling. January, for example. January, I made 90% on insiders. I went heavy on insiders. That is the only thing I did. I didn't do any PDUFA run-ups. I focused on those insiders because of the Trump deal and how hot the market was. I did this kind of the same thing in December of 2019 and had terrific results. So it's really important to recognize when the market is hot and when it's not, and have strategies in place for what to do when that happens. And that's one thing that I talk a lot about in our Patreon group. So if you are looking for a strong group and you're looking for strategies and you don't know what to do and you're like, I don't know what to put my money in, and you want to be a part of a group of people that are thinking about what is the catalyst here, what is the strategy here, take a look at it in the description down below. I think you'd be very glad that you did. All right, let's get to the others. The others that I called out, that's what saved me big time, was these others for sure. They had a much bigger day. Biotechs did well, and I did well in my biotechs. So the first one is KALA. It finished up 3.39%. My average in it is $9.27, and they had an October 30th PDUFA date. And my analyst targets on this are at $22 a share, so there's lots of room to grow. And it was nice to see this one finally have a good day. This has been on the list a little while, and it has not performed yet. It's about to. This PDUFA date is getting closer, and I'm expecting this stock to really climb. The next is FBIO. Today it finished down 2.67%. My average in it's $3.64. I like this stock. I've definitely made a lot of money on it in the past. They have an October 10th PDUFA date, and analyst target on this are $8 a share. This is a longer term investment, more than 30 days, and I think this stock is really going to do terrific, and you're well within levels to get in on this. Definitely, I'm up just a couple percent, and you could definitely take advantage and get in on this now. I think is a really good idea. The next is ZSAN. I've been loading this up since Friday. I loaded up some Friday. I took advantage of that today. Today it finished up 1.47%. My average in it is now $1.33 instead of $1.32. It has an October 20th PDUFA date, so this still has a ways off. The offering should be closing very, very soon, if not announced tonight or tomorrow morning. So I'm expecting this to shoot up again soon and get way up there. This is a good stock to get in right now. There's plenty of time before the PDUFA date for run up. And the next is COTY. COTY finished down 2.07% today. My average in it's $3.69, so I'm still up in it. Oliver Gaudet bought $1 million worth of shares that I found very bullish. It was insider activity that I thought was important and significant, and so I'm expecting a nice little run maybe tomorrow. The market looks like it's going to be good for Wednesday, definitely. All right, let's get to the top 7. Number 7, BRY finished down 3.54%. My average in it is $3.82. And Thomas Gahan bought $1 million worth of shares in open market, and it was very bullish activity. So I'm expecting good things out of BRY come tomorrow, and it's had multiple days in a row of insider activity too, which is something I like to see. Number 6 is PRTS. PRTS finished down 2.61% today. It definitely kind of got hit a little bit by this because it's part of the tech sector. My average in it's $10.33. Insiders are loading up pretty big on this, and it's multiple insiders that are purchasing shares, and they're doing so in open market, but the chief marketing officer is the one I found the most bullish on it. There were other insiders that bought too in small amounts. I like PRTS for a move upwards and definitely a correction back. I feel like it was an overreaction on tech, and I think PRTS is one that will move up, and it's not really tech, but it kind of is, I guess. They do business on the internet, so I guess it's tech. I don't know. All right, number 5 is AQST, and this was a big success for me today. Today it finished up 4.29%. My average in it's $5.35 still, and it's got a PDUFA date of September 27th, and they have Libervant for epilepsy that I expect to be huge, and I'm expecting approval on that, but this should have a really great run up, and analyst targets are anywhere between $18 a share all the way up to $36 a share. So there are some big analyst targets, and it trading at the price it's at is nowhere near where it's going to be come the PDUFA date, in my opinion. Number 4 is CAR. Today this finished down 0.95%. This is brand new to the list, so this has some new insider activity. This has been on the list a couple of times before because there's lots of insider activity by the same officer that's happening over and over again. My average in it's $34.35. Karthik Sharma had a $4 million insider buy in open market, and this has happened multiple times. And so this is being reported every about 4 days or so. and reporting insider activity over multiple days. So this is one you might see on the list for a little while longer, especially if that continues. I'm going to continue to stay in it. Number 3 is WEN, so Wendy's. We all like Wendy's, right? We go to Wendy's. I like Wendy's fries. Anyway, today it finished up 1.25%. This is brand new to the list. This had insider activity on Friday that I found very bullish, that I really liked. My average in it is $21.67. And insider purchases by Dennis Koss Director, and it was very, very good. Number 2 is ETON. Today it finished up 1.52%. My average in it is $6.95. This has multiple PDUFA dates, one on the 15th and one on the 29th PDUFA date. This is going to be a tricky one to kind of navigate. I haven't had one with 2 PDUFAs in 1 month that I recall. And so this is going to be interesting. If you want to know how I'm going to trade this, you definitely need to be a part of our Patreon group so that you're part of the Discord, because this is going to be a tricky trade, definitely. And if you're not part of that and you're following this list and you haven't had success with some of these picks, or maybe you held these picks too long, like I had already sold them, and you don't watch this video each and every day, I would just say to you, just check it out. It's not that expensive. It is really very inexpensive to be part of the group. It's much cheaper than just going it alone. Definitely, there's huge value in this group, and you can learn a lot from a lot of the great investors and great stock traders that are in this group. It's something to definitely check out. Okay, number 1 is SAFE. I really like this stock. Today it finished down 3.61%, so it's giving you the golden opportunity to load up before it doubles. Anyway, my average in it's $54.25. I've been talking about this stock a lot, and why I like it is it's had 22 business days in a row of insider activity. So iStar has been purchasing shares for 22 business days in a row. Let me fill you in on a little history. Back in the beginning of August of 2019, iStar started buying shares into SAFE. And they did so for 6 months, every single business day in a row, all the way till February 2020. So this year, right at the beginning of August, what started to happen? iStar started to purchase shares. And now they are up to 22 business days in a row. And what are you going to do? I mean, this stock last year went for 6 months where it had insider activity every day. What do you think is going to happen this year? I think what's going to happen, and this is just me, and this is where I put my money, is I think that iStar is going to buy shares every day for 6 months, all the way till February of 2021. I'm expecting a long upturn on this. It's going to be slow. It's going to be slow and steady as she goes. But this is going to be a great stock, and I highly recommend getting in on it. This is going to be a long-term pick. So this is not going to be 3 days, 2 days, anything like that. It's worth checking out. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you could do me a huge favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. And then also, if you would do me the honor of sharing this video with your friends, I would very much appreciate it. If you're seeing me for the first time and you're thinking, oh, I like this guy, I'm gonna subscribe, and then turn on those bell notifications, please. I would very much appreciate that also. I enjoy talking with a lot of you each and every day. And the whole reason I started this thing was so that I can try to help beginner investors, people who didn't know what to do, and see this big scary thing of the stock market. Anyway, hope you all have a fantastic rest of the trading week. Let's get after it. This market downturn needs to be over, in my opinion. That's just me, although the market doesn't care about my opinion. It should be interesting to see how it all plays out. Raythoven, out.